Welcome back to the Moon Sliver with Isabel, and it's fallen to night now, so I think I can go into the mountain, if I can, oh there it is. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get into the mountain now. Come back! This is night! What are you talking about? Okay. I don't know how much more nighttime it can get. Maybe I can get in here now. Oh! I think I'm in storage. Okay. Bit scary. Oh, I can recharge here. Perfect. Well, at least I guess we can explore this while I'm waiting for night to fall, apparently, since that is not night, apparently. Oh. That's unpleasant, so you could stop doing noises like that, thanks. Seriously though, you can stop. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed alive, watchful. Okay. It's all of a sudden scary. The code was long forgotten. Nobody had been below in many years. I guess I'll have to come back to that when I learn the code. So, maybe Ellie stole the thing. Or maybe not. Maybe nobody stole the thing. Maybe I stole the thing. I'm gonna get lost down here. Okay. The music is getting scarier and scarier. A family of rats lived amid the crates of dried food. They were perhaps the last animals left alive. Oh no! Why is my flashlight? That's weird. Okay. I guess go back the way I came. At least there are dead ends and it's not like a labyrinth. That helps me not get lost. It's really dusty and foggy down here. It's really scary, basically. I would like to recharge my power. Can I do that? Yeah, needs to be recharged. So it's not that way. It's this way and then to the right. Okay. Ellie? Daniel's voice echoed around the tunnels. Silence. Did Ellie get lost down here? Did Ellie die down here? She couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. Daniel heard soft, scratching footsteps behind him. He turned and shined his flashlight around the tunnel. Nothing. I heard something. I guess I'll go to this way. He called again. Ellie? Still no answer, but he heard the footsteps again. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go left always. But I'm gonna die first before I can go left always. Is my circle of light getting smaller? Or is that an illusion? This is a big room. She felt its breath before she felt its claws, and then she was gone. Oh, is that so? They all died to this teeth of the forest teeth thing. So, that's a bit unfortunate. I'm afraid to turn my flashlight off. I want to refill it. Wow, this underground, this mountain... No, this is a storage place. I haven't even gone into the mountain yet. What happens in the mountain? Well, at least I have unlimited power, not like other games where you have a limited amount. He didn't even have time to cry out at the shadow silhouetted in his flashlight beam lunging toward him. Okay, can I take this? Can I take this? Can I defend myself? No? Okay. Well, I wonder who I am. Am I myself? It said in the beginning that 4 people used to live on this island and only 1 lives there now. And it's... maybe I'm Abel? Maybe I'm Isabel. Because Ellie and Daniel are both dead now. I think. Oh, okay, dead end. That's helpful. No, I gotta go to the left first. Because the right looks scary. Oh, it's a dead end. Guys, this is scary. I mean, it's less scary than I think it would be otherwise because I know that nothing's gonna jump out at me, but it's still, the atmosphere is still really scary. She never felt like this before. She knew these tunnels well. She had been down here hundreds of times, yet she was lost, confused, and afraid. I'm lost, confused, and afraid. I really want to know what these switches are for. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do with them. Okay. Well, which way do I go now? Is that the end of it? I think that's the end of the storage. Okay, so we know that Daniel and Ellie are dead, I think. Because they got killed by the teeth of the forest thing. Because somebody destroyed the moon sliver. So, I guess let's try to go into the mountain now. Maybe it's nighttime now, since it wasn't before, somehow. Oh good, I didn't get lost. Just trying to conserve my battery when I can. Okay, it's really windy now. Is this nighttime? This looks like nighttime. Return to the mountain. Okay. Maybe I'm the teeth of the forest. Maybe I'm Isa. Isa couldn't remember the last time she had been under the mountain. There was no reason to come here, but she had looked everywhere else. She clutched the old knife in her hand. Yesterday, the moon sliver went missing. Today, Ellie, Daniel, and Abel were all nowhere to be found. She knew the word of Hector by heart. The sinister implications were not lost on her. So were Isa. Okay. Ellie, she called. Daniel, Abel. Abel heard her and answered, I'm here. There was something strange about his voice, something Isa didn't like. What are you doing here? I'm reading of ages past, he said. Do you know where Ellie and Daniel are? She said. I do not, he said. That seems suspicious. They are missing, she said. They are missing and the moon sliver is missing. Do you understand me? Do you understand what this implies? I do, he said. Night will fall in a few hours, and we need to stick together. We can sleep in the same house, mine or yours. We'll keep the fire burning, we'll keep the door locked, and we'll pray, Abel. We'll pray to the unseen moon for mercy and protection. Are you happy here, Isa? Abel did it. We can't stay in the dark. It thrives in the dark. Are you happy? Yes, I'm happy. Please, Abel. There were tears in his eyes, and he struggled to control his voice. Isa, I know you. I know every inch of you, and I know every corner of your mind. You aren't happy. None of us are happy. Isa didn't respond. I'm staying here. The tears were flowing freely now. I would like it if you stayed here with me, Isa. Please stay with me. It will find you, Abel. I let it out, Isa. I destroyed the moon sliver. I knew it. Isa was shocked and silent. You can't do that. You can't make decisions for other people like that, Abel. Kill yourself if you want to do that, but you shouldn't, first of all. But you can't decide to let other people get killed. You don't have that authority. I burned it yesterday after I talked with Daniel. Her eyes were filling with betrayed, angry tears. What? Abel, no. Why? Do you want to be dragged to hell? Do you want us to be dragged there with you? We're already in hell. This island, this horrible, barren, lonely island, this place of sin, this is hell. I saw the blasphemous scraps of paper Jeremiah found those many years ago. I read them before they were destroyed. Perhaps I was the only one who did, and I did not believe them, but I have lived life since then, and I have seen the truth of their words. What blasphemous paper? Isa could not respond as tears streamed down her face. She just kept walking towards the sound of his voice, the knife clutched in her hand. I did not read the blasphemous scraps, Isa, but I did. And I remember them with incredible clarity. Supernatural clarity, even. Fear not the dark shadows or the scratches in the night, for the woodland teeth is your salvation, it is your escape. It said this and more, Isa. The woodland teeth is not here to take us to hell, it is here to take us away from hell. She could see him ahead, her flashlight beam cutting through the sickly fog. He was sitting in a chair, a book on his lap. As she approached, she could see he was crying too. I believe the word of Hector, she said, and I will not go to hell. Please trust me, please. I believe the word of Hector, she said again. And she put the knife to her chest, point first. No, Isa. No. Don't. No, Isa, please don't. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I love you, she spat tearfully. I love you so much. She closed her eyes and pushed. She remembered where the heart was located, from one of her father's old books. Abel was too slow to catch her falling body. He knelt beside her and sobbed for some time. He was not a strong young man anymore, but Isa's body was light. He would take her out to the water. She'd always loved the water. But then what? Read? Read until it found him? No, he didn't feel like reading anymore. He was ready to be rid of all this of this entire cursed island, books and all. Wow. He would simply wander, aimlessly and freely, to take one last look at the island and feel the wind blowing the memories away. and then, when night fell, he would return. And wait. Wow, okay. Is there anything for me to see? I don't think so. Is there anything for me to do? Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Okay, well, we're gonna look at this little bright dot for a little bit. So that was the moon sliver, and it was interesting. I don't know if I would really classify it as horror. There are moments of horror, but I would think it as more of a thriller than a horror, because there's not, I don't know, it's more sad than horrible. Like, it's just sad because this guy was sick of his life on this island and he wanted to end it, and instead of just ending it for himself, he ended it for everybody. And I mean, I guess he thought that he was saving them, but you really have to give people the option. I mean, especially in something like that where you're the last 4 people alive on the planet and you're supposed to all live together and trust each other. You can't just make decisions for your whole group. So now I'm like sad because I liked them. It was a good story, I think, but I wouldn't call it horror, and there were a couple of things that bothered me, like for example, the charging the flashlight mechanic didn't really seem to have any purpose. Because there are no monsters, I mean, there's sort of theoretically a monster, the teeth of the forest, whatever, I can't remember what it was called, but that doesn't actually ever appear until that last second, where you turn around and see him and then the game ends, which was actually, that was a good ending. But it seemed like just a mechanic to make the game harder, and I don't know if it was needed, but overall I really liked it. So I guess thanks guys for watching this little playthrough, this little 3-part playthrough, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!